Jeffrey, thank you so much for sharing all of that, all those extra slides and all of that information as well. We do have a question coming in now. And again, everyone, please, we've got Jeffrey here all to ourselves. This is remarkable. If you have any questions, go ahead, hit the reactions button on the bottom of your Zoom page. That raises up a little menu and you can click raise hand. Go ahead and raise your hand and we'll be able to call on you. We do have Kelly who is ready to ask a question of you, Jeffrey. So Kelly, go ahead and unmute yourself if you would. I think you've done that. Thank you. Hi, Kelly.
Hi. So I did reterm GMO, and my husband and I created a business with farmers called Get My Own, where we totally promote advocacy for growing your own food. And granted, we've heard recently that, and this may be all controversy about checking the reality of a label saying, not genetically modified, really look into the farmers to see how ethical it is. But my question is, where is the future? If, everyone's concerned about global warming, but our biodiversity and our earth and our micro gut is being changed by this. So I'm promoting this, but is there hope for the future? It feels like we're just going to die off or deplete. So what is the future going to look like? How can we avoid, this just depletion of real food?
Okay, so there's two things. There's food and then there's the microbiome. As far as the microbiome is concerned, it's a serious problem because we have democratized the gene pool, giving people an opportunity to introduce things that can travel around the world and wreak havoc. But the timing is unbelievably perfect for us to introduce new legislation. The timing is perfect for us to raise the alarm. And people are getting it. I mean, your organization is welcome to become an ally. We can put your logo on our site, as we have 40 others right now. We hope to have thousands, because people are getting it. And I think that together we will actually lock it down, because like I said, it's not hard to convey. And by focusing on implementing lessons from the pandemic, we are meeting a need with real practical solutions. Now, as far as the food supply goes, first of all, thank you for your work in your GMO. What was that? Get more, what was it?
It's Get My Own, Grow My Own, Gather My Own. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So what's happening is, as people learn more about the dangers of GMOs and Roundup, and there's more information on that all the time. There was just a study put out by my friend, Dr. Michael Antonio in King's College London, who took 6 common pesticides that are often found together on food and fed them to rats, and noticed that there were changes that would not have been seen by traditional methods. But when he used the more in-depth analysis, molecular analysis, he found serious damage that could lead to diseases, showing that all of the regulatory review processes around the world are basically a facade. None of them would have picked up these changes. And so what do? You eat organic. So there is, as technology progresses, as the chemicals progress, as the GMOs progress, the need to be organic is growing. So you mentioned the verification process. The non-GMO project is, from my vantage point, the best third-party verifier for non-GMO. They are way up to speed on the new GMOs, the gene editing, et cetera. So if something is non-GMO project verified, it has the highest likelihood that even these little new GMOs will be excluded. But I would recommend having organic also, because that eliminates all the pesticides. So if I had to choose between non-GMO project and organic, I'd go for organic, and ideally both. We've talked about that before. So I actually think that the demand is growing, and what's happening is, in our system, the most vulnerable are being damaged, the children. And I've been talking to my friend, pediatrician, Dr. Michelle Perro, who wrote the book, What's Making Our Children Sick? And if you look at the book, it's GMOs and Roundup, primary driver. So knowing that, we have the generation of parents, the generation of doctors, the generation of those who are observing, saying we need to make a change. So the depth of understanding is growing among a subset of the population, and that is securing the organic supply chain for those that need it. And unfortunately, it's not everyone, but half the population now believes that GMOs are unsafe, and that's driving the food companies away from GMOs. So it's working. Thank you for that excellent question.